You sit down at your desk, open a new Google Doc, and stare at the blinking cursor. It's a universal moment of friction. But actually typing the first sentence isn't the real hurdle. The bottleneck is the scavenger hunt that comes beforehand, digging through old emails, searching Drive folders, and pulling up chat logs just to find the context you need to start. In March 2026, Google updated Workspace to eliminate that exact friction point. The days of manual data gathering before you write are over. Gemini has moved from the side panel directly into the document canvas. It functions as an embedded co-editor, capable of making changes within the draft itself. This is powered by a process called grounding. Grounding is a mechanism where an AI connects directly to your specific, secure digital ecosystem, like your personal files and emails, to retrieve verified facts rather than generating generic responses. Because your document can now automatically pull in its own contextual foundation, you never have to start from a truly blank page again. The modern document lifecycle begins with assembling the raw materials for a first draft. You can now open a new file and use a single natural language prompt to command the creation of an entire document. Using the Help Me Create feature, you tell the AI exactly which sources to look at. You can direct it to a specific PDF in your Drive, a recent thread in your Gmail, or notes from a Google chat. Gemini reads those specific sources, extracts the relevant details, and instantly assembles them into a cohesive, fully fleshed out draft right on the page. You remain in complete control of this process. The AI only reads the specific source files you explicitly permit it to access. By offloading the tedious data gathering phase, you preserve your mental energy for critical thinking and high-level refinement. Once the raw text is generated, the next challenge is getting the structure and layout right. Google introduced a tool called Match Doc Format to handle this architectural blueprinting. Say you are building a travel itinerary. You have the raw flight numbers and hotel confirmations from your email, but you want them to fit into the specific visual layout of a previous trip. Gemini extracts the quantitative data from your news sources and maps it directly onto the layout of your chosen reference document. You avoid manually copying, pasting, and adjusting margins to force new text into an old template. Formatting is no longer a tedious design task. It is an automated architectural mapping process handled entirely by the AI. The final phase of the document lifecycle is the qualitative polish. When multiple people collaborate on a single draft, the result is often a Frankenstein text. Different contributors naturally use different phrasing, creating a fragmented and inconsistent tone. To fix this, Google integrated a mechanism called Match Writing Style, which is designed to unify the document's voice across every section. The AI analyzes the entire draft or a specific historical file you provide to calculate a consistent baseline tone. Gemini then smooths out the rough edges, aligning the vocabulary and sentence structure of every paragraph to match that specific baseline. This removes the friction of collaborative editing, ensuring your final draft reads clearly and cohesively, no matter how many authors contributed to it. When these features are used together, the process of moving from a blank page to a finished draft becomes a series of targeted choices rather than manual assembly. Google Docs has evolved from a passive container that simply records keystrokes into an active knowledge synthesizer. This level of automation is only possible because the AI is deeply integrated into the personal workspace ecosystem, drawing securely from your own data. This changes the point at which you enter the writing process. You no longer have to be the primary architect of the first draft structure or its initial prose. Instead, your mandate is to act as an editor and director, guiding the AI's output through precise prompting and careful source curation. The March 2026 update automates the logistical prep work, allowing you to focus your time on the specific edits and unique insights that a machine cannot provide.